Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So here we talked in the previous video about that 28.6k important support, and Bitcoin broke it today. Here CoinMarketCap shows that we're still slightly above that level, but we are fighting around it, and on various exchanges we are still below it. So that level was very important, and we talk about that, we talked about in previous videos, and the expectation was that this is going to be broken and is going to unlock lower prices. We see at the moment quite a bit of a beating in the crypto market, especially Ethereum suffering, Solana as well, but nothing unexpected for anybody who's been watching the videos on this channel, especially AVAX. I talked about the risks in previous videos, and pretty much all coins I did expect further downside. A few coins looked a little bit better, Chainlink for example, but I need to see how this is now looking, and I'll update on Chainlink as well because it lost 12%. But I need to update that. And again, for no coin, I confirmed that the low is in because we don't yet have enough bullish confirmation for any coin. But let's take a look at what Bitcoin is actually doing. So as we talked about this wave B low, when the wave B was broken, this was confirmation that we're going to head lower. Yeah, updated you in the last few videos about that. We saw that today happening actually just after my last Bitcoin video where I talked about this important level here. So the Elliott Wave count suggests that we actually came already down after the wave E of the triangle peaked. Yeah, so we had the wave E peak here, which is also a wave 4 and a wave Y. So the higher level wave count is the wave 4, which means that we would now enter possibly the last wave down. Congratulations, you can see the last wave down on the Bitcoin chart. Now, it's not guaranteed it's going to be the last wave down, but this is currently what the count suggests. There is also a variant of this wave count, which would suggest that we are going to see even one more low, which means that what we are seeing here is only the wave 5 of a wave 3, which means there will be another wave 4 up and then a wave 5 down. So there's another option, but we can play this as long as it goes, as long as we don't have enough bullish signals, despite my target area here between 20 and 28.6k that we've been talking about for 6 months and longer, actually 7 months now. Despite that, and despite I expect the reversal in here, I told you before that we can, the current overall higher level Bitcoin scenarios allows us to go down all the way to 10k. But I don't expect this to happen. I expect a reversal earlier, ideally in this target range between 20 and 28.6k, which is why I told you on the 12th of May, when we reached the target area here, that every low could now be the last one. But the higher level wave or the lower level wave count actually here suggests that there will be one more low. One lower low compared to the 12th of May low, and I think we could now be really finally in this last leg down to get real confirmation, and that is the level we talked about, is that we need to get below, first of all, 28.6. Now that was broken today, but we are still above it, but we made a lower low. But what is really important is the wave X low. That is what we need to go below 28k, and we haven't managed to do that. So the lower level wave count here in detail in green, what would this suggest? So after the wave E peaked here, we can count a 5 wave move here in the green wave 1. So in my opinion, this is a wave 1. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and this completes the wave 1 here in green. Then we had a wave 2, and the question is now, what are we doing here? We came to key support, yeah, and there are two options now. It could be a wave 3, a short wave 3, which technically is possible, but if this is the case, the wave 5 needs to be even shorter, because wave 3 cannot be the shortest one out of 1, 3, and 5, which means if you really have something like that, where we have this as a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and this already completes wave 3, and it would be a short wave 3, I have to be honest with you. Then we have a wave 4 retracement, which we might be doing. The wave 5 needs to be shorter than the wave 3. Yeah, so we might end here this next wave down sort of around 27.5k or something. Because wave 3 is not allowed to be the shortest wave. What is very important to understand here is that, yeah, as I said, 1, 2, 3, that the wave 3 is very short. So ideally, let me see. one from here. You would normally expect the wave 3 to go all the way down to the 1.618 FIB extension, so around about 27k. Now, because it's the 1.618 that would normally need to be reached, it would be very short. It's a bit unrealistic. So chances are we have two possibilities here. Two possibilities basically in this downtrend, in this scenario. One possibility is that what we are seeing here was indeed a wave 1, 2, this the wave 3, and this the wave 4. If this is the wave 4, we are not allowed to go much higher, so we could go to 28.8k, little 28,830. That's possible, but we are not allowed in this wave 4 to get above the wave 1 in green, so to cut into that price range. Yeah, this would not be allowed. So this is an invalidation point for a scenario in which we would be counting this as a wave 4. But this, if we cut into this price range, it doesn't mean it's bullish. It would simply mean that this here is probably just another 1, 2. So in essence that, yes, this was wave 1, this was wave 2, and we are now in wave 3, but that this here within the wave 3 was possibly just the wave 1. This is the wave 2. This is another wave 3 that's coming, 4 and 5, to complete the green wave 3. Understand it might get confusing now for a few people, but I just want to explain to you the possibilities that we now have. So even a move above the previous swing low would not necessarily be bullish. Well, it wouldn't be bullish. So this is what I'm looking at here. I think the only real invalidation point here would be if we go back above the wave E high, which is at 30,342. And a first indicator that this downtrend isn't happening, actually, in my opinion, would be if we make a higher high and also a higher low above the wave 2 high, so above 29,400. But at the moment, we are fighting with this resistance at the previous swing low of the wave 1. So watch that level. All eyes need to be on 28,833. But from here at some point, then I would also expect a continuation of the downtrend. That is what I primarily still expect. And even should we, for whatever reason, stop this downtrend at the moment, I would still expect it at a little bit of a later stage, because the wave count just still suggests that we're going to see lower lows. And to be honest, a lot of altcoins, including Ethereum, are doing it already. Bitcoin not. But bear in mind, we had this same situation a few weeks ago when the altcoins crashed on a weekend. Bitcoin didn't move a lot, but I think it was 1 week later or so where Bitcoin just crashed down hard, and it took the altcoins down even longer. Now, this could then become something like capitulation, the next wave down. If this is what I think it is, the next wave down might be the wave 3 or the wave 3 of a wave 3. Both should be very strong, both should be very bearish, and it has possibly the potential to be a capitulation, but it's too early to talk about it. But be prepared for that. So we could really be in that last leg down, and the overall Bitcoin correction, in my opinion, would still finish here somewhere in the low 20k area. But I'm also open to further lower prices. Bear in mind, this target area I defined back in November, so a lot of time has passed and it's still relevant to me. While I acknowledge, depending on how this is now turning out in the lower time frame, that we could even go lower. And why could we go lower? Well, it's all based on the Fibonacci retracement levels. Talked about it before. When we start the Fibs and go to the high at the wave 1, then we can expect the price to even go in the worst case here to 10.7k. That is the 88.7% Fib level, but that would be very relevant for a wave 2. At the same time, it would invalidate a scenario in which you could see the current move down, not as a wave 2, but as a wave 4. A lot of other Elliott Wave analysts see this currently as a wave 4. Reason for that is on the log chart, it appears to be a wave 4. But in my opinion, I don't see that, so I still think it's a wave 2 either way. But yeah, a move below or move down to the 88.7% Fib level would invalidate that wave 4 scenario on the log chart. But I don't like to use a log chart, as you know, because it distorts the relationship between waves. And it, in the end, what is Elliott waves are all about market sentiment. And if you don't use the arithmetic chart here, you get a wrong view of how the different waves relate to each other. Therefore, I absolutely dislike the log chart, yeah, for Elliott Wave analysis. Okay, that is my view here about Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.